Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Flora is Inspire. Today, as you can see here, I will show you a little bit of demonstration that will answer one of the question that one of my subscriber asked in the latest video that I share, which is about how to process emotional trigger. One of them asked like how long it takes to be able to process the emotion, and I want to share you from my experience first. It will be depend on a couple of factor. The first one is what we do, and then also um, the time that we dedicate to process the emotion, and also the amount of suppressed emotion that our ancestor passed to us that they haven't worked on. So the more our ancestor is being in touch with their emotion, if they don't suppress their emotion, if they're close to God, if they feel their feelings instead of suppressing them with alcohol or smoke or foods or other addiction that they do to suppress their feelings, the more um, the more work that we will need to do to let go of the suppression of the emotion. So just going to share you the demonstration. Oh yeah, before that I want to share you, for me, I start to work on processing my emotion when I was around 26 years old. So the first time I heard about this processing is when I was 25, and then I learned about the theory. I study about the theory, but in practice I probably just start to process my emotion when I was 26, and the emotion was pretty intense. So for the first 1 to 2 years it was really difficult for me to process the emotion. I have a lot of resistance and blocks. I was afraid to just being with myself and breathe, so I have the help of a coach, emotional processing coach. I met her in a couple of sessions when I just finished my surgery for my tumor, and when I was like being diagnosed with cancer, I actually live with her. I actually live with her so I can receive her guidance whenever I need. So I kind of live next to her bedroom for 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. But after that, I met her every once a month. No, every once a week, and then once a month, and then once in every 3 months, and then once in every 6 months, and then I just be able to do it myself. So I finally, after having a lot of suppression emotion to the point of having physical disease and suicidal thought, when I was 26, I finally feel really relieved and happy when I was around 33 years old. I start to feel joy and I start to do things that I love. It takes around 7 years to just process the main big things, which is for me a lot of shame, a lot of anger regarding my sexuality, my sexual abuse trauma. And yeah, after 7 years I still also do emotional processing, but it's just getting easier and easier. It's just like washing dish for me. And for me to process emotion, I think we will always gonna need that until we die. It's like we're brush our teeth, right? So probably if our teeth are really rotten, we go to the dentist and we are receiving like intensive treatment, let's say for 7 years first. And then after 7 years, it doesn't mean that you stop brushing your teeth, right? You need to skip brushing your teeth until we die, but it's not going to be as horrible and as difficult when your teeth is rotten and you have to really intensively caring for your tooth your teeth. So yeah, let's go to the demonstration. So here is water, like clear water. I think like emotional processing feels like clearing water that is a little bit dirty. So for example, this is our mom, and this is her emotional body, and she also probably have a lot of suppressed emotion or a trauma from their family, from their ancestor. So if our ancestor didn't process their emotion, it will be passed down to the next generation. It's just how it works, guys, because our ancestor also passed down good things, right? Like a good data that will help us to survive, but also the bad thing, also the like our looks, our talent also come down from our ancestor. So it's not always bad, but yeah, some is good. A lot of things is also bad. That's just how it is. So like for example, our mother have this much of emotional pain that she hasn't processed, that come down from our grandmother and from her society where she's born. Maybe her society like have a lot of false belief and have a lot of ridiculous rules that are actually abusive, so she carried a lot of pain. And then she met our father, who probably also have the same amount or similar amount of pain passed down from his ancestor. And then when people have sex, we are exchanging DNA, right? From our saliva and other bodily fluid. And as you probably already know, that inside our DNA we carry the like the data from our 17th ancestor up above. So when we have sex with everyone, like with our partner, we will also carry a little bit of their DNA, which is also carry their wounds and emotional trauma. That's why be careful with who you are sleeping with. And then for example, that's how our mother emotional condition. But maybe before she's getting married, and then she is and then she also pray and process a couple of emotion, a couple of things happens, and then she's kind of you know she's kind of releasing a couple of pain. And then let's say like she believe in God and ask God to help her, and then she received a lot of love for other people that help her. So she's become like much more clearer. By the time she's pregnant, this is our soul. We arrive and we enter her body. So we're pretty clear, right? So we enter her body, and for 9 months we will also absorb some of our emotion. Yeah, a little bit, not too much. Oh, it's pretty clear. Like how we end up being like 5 people that we spend a lot of time with. Like for example, if we spend every day with our friends for 1 month, we end up like talking like her and liking what she liked. That's how it is. It's like when we are spending a lot of time with people, we end up being like them, a little bit like them. So by the time we're born, we're still pretty clear, right? And then compared to her, because that's usually how it is, the new generation usually will be clearer if our mother do the work. But if our mother didn't do the work, we probably get like, she's probably like even darker. She become darker because she avoid her emotion, and then she has a lot of anger, and addiction, alcohol, drugs, whatever. So when we are in her stomach, we will become like a little bit darker as well. And then by the time we are like maybe 14 or around teenager, we will become our own person. But we also have a lot of shit already, probably from our father, also abuse us a little bit. Our mother abuse us a little bit, and then probably our teacher, our friend. So we have a lot of emotional that it got triggered. If we didn't know how to release it, it would just become darker and darker. But if we know how to process it, which is by breathing, if people teach us how to breathe and just to let go of that dark feelings, and then we are taught to open our heart to receive love from our people and from God, we will be able to be cleansed. So how fast we will be able to process our emotion, it will be depend on what we do. If we keep doing more sins, which is things that are unloving to us, or we keep like surrounding ourselves with people who's going to hurt us, we didn't put any boundaries, it will become harder. But if we just love ourselves and get close to God and just surround yourself with good people, then it will be easy to be clean again, like that. So that's how long you need to take to process and release your emotion. Until we die, we probably will have a couple of things in our environment that will cause us pain and suffering. And if we know how to cry and release it, it will be easy. It will be clean again, and will be as light as a feather, and will be able to feel joy and feel a lot of love. For example, I'm just going to, yeah, so the more we are closer to God, the more we are becoming clean. I hope this illustration could help, guys. So yeah, how long you will need to process your emotion, it will be depend on you. Like if you just spend a little bit of time to process your emotion, and then you do a lot of shit, like you make yourself dirty again, then it will take forever. But if you just stop doing things that harm yourself and harm others, oh, because when you harm others, you're also harming yourself. When you think you hurt other people, you're actually hurting yourself, because you also become dark. So yeah, that's how long. I hope this illustration could help. If you have other question, you can leave it in the comment section. And also guys, I already created a donation website. You can do it through credit card, bank transfer if you're in Indonesia. It's in tracktier.id/floramark. I will put the link below. You also can do via PayPal, because now I am working as a freelance graphic designer, but I just have three clients this month, because I was called to do less work and do things that God called me to do. So if you want to help me to keep creating more video like this, and if you feel called to sow into my creation to help, go ahead. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for being here with me. Hope this could be hopeful. Good luck. Take care. See you. Bye.